Evening and a very big snow producer across the Oregon Cascades for tomorrow night. Let's go ahead and take a look at the board right now, and you'll notice that on the Doppler radar, most of Oregon is completely dry. We just have a big old shield of cloud cover, which is overhead right now. But as we go ahead and shift our view up to the north, this is a look at our next rainmaker tomorrow. And the setup for this is pretty interesting because you're over the Gulf of Alaska, so you have all this moisture, but then you're also tapping into colder Canadian air. So let's track it out with me as we go into tomorrow night. There's your upper level low right there. You have all that Pacific moisture, and take a look at it as it pulls in that cold air from Canada. And we're going to be looking at some pretty decent snowfall coming to the mountain passes, I think, tomorrow night and going into the day on Wednesday. Here's the hour-by-hour planner. And when you go off to work and school tomorrow, we are completely dry. As you head off to work, we don't have any worries, but the way home could be a different story. Look here at 5 p.m. tomorrow evening, as we'll be looking at showers overspreading the area. At this point, you see kind of a rain-snow mix, as snow levels initially will be about 4,000 feet. But then look at the snow levels. Look at all that blue and pink on the map. That's that snow level dropping down to about 2,500 feet tomorrow night. And this will continue into Wednesday morning. 1 o'clock, it's still coming down pretty heavily. And then by Wednesday at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., the heaviest is gone. And then we just have leftover showers throughout Wednesday afternoon. Now, rainfall amounts will be pretty high inland, upwards of 3/4 of an inches. And then when you convert that to snowfall, we could be looking at some pretty heavy snowfall here across the passes. So we do have that winter weather advisory for the 24-hour period beginning at 5 p.m. tomorrow and ending Wednesday at 5 p.m., mostly above 3,500 feet. Across the passes, we could be looking at over 6 inches of snowfall in some cases. I think that 14 inches might be a little bullish, but you know, if you're going to be heading up there, definitely be careful on the roadways. Overnight tonight, though, we'll be dropping down to the 40s. And then as we go into tomorrow, it'll be nice and chilly for the afternoon. Pretty much everybody will be in the upper 50s for the later half of the day. As we get a look at the extended outlook, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, high pressure is back. And I think for a short while, we actually kick in a northeasterly wind. As a result, the sunshine returns for the later half of the weekend going into next week. Now, let's talk about our first possible freeze. I think widespread frost is imminent for Saturday night going into Sunday morning, and then again on Monday morning as nighttime lows drop down into the low 30s. The Cascade passes, we're looking at temperatures in the teens and 20s for early next week and going into the weekend. And then across the Willamette Valley, as we look at the next 7 days, again, things will be near normal right up through Friday. And then as we go into Saturday, we have our first cold morning with lows only in the low 30s. And then, man, Sunday morning, 28 degrees, so a hard frost expected then. And then Monday morning, we have another frost too. So any plants that are outside that are susceptible, any susceptible vegetation, you might want to wrap it up or bring it inside.
Absolutely. And then as people start, commuting to work on these cold mornings, what do they need to know about the roadways? It might be a little cooler.
Well, yeah, especially up across the Cascades, black ice, always a big possibility. And